have you two, have the monastery boys, decided what they want to do?
Well, I was gonna see if there was anything that was quest related that we could do to, kind of get anything done, but I'm not sure if there's anything at the time being. I know we're kind of still technically a little bit on house arrest, or at least city arrest, because of the whole church fight thing.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not like we can really leave town
I mean, you could leave town.
for an extended period of time.
They can't stop you from leaving.
Hashtag mage.
It would probably raise suspicions if we were gone for an extended period of time.
It might.
It would be in our best interest just to stay. Because, like you said, we don't want to start anything.
So since it's probably in the best interest, I don't know if there's like any little jobs that, little one-off jobs that we could take. So for me, I'm probably just gonna wander through the streets and see if there's anyone
Mrs. Smith down the town can't find her dog.
Is there like
There's a cat stuck in a tree.
Gryffindor the Dragonborn, cat rescuer,
Savior of felines.
savior of felines.
He just sees you like, Kitty, come down.
Cat Jesus.
And just like shaking the tree.
He's cyanide happiness. The cat stuck up the tree. Let me get my ladder. Whip, 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 whip. That's great. Love that one.
Either that or it's just like shaking the tree. All the
Ezra, what are you doing?
Well, I left Tetsu.
Yeah, I know. He was so heartbroken. He thought that you two really had something special.
Now I'm gonna go find my other comrades.
You put a depressing post
Which
on
ones?
Facebook.
Which one would you like to find?
Gryffindor and...
Well, okay. So you want to meet up with Gryffindor? Or do you want to meet up with Surin?
Gryffindor.
Okay.
So literally at this point, I'm just like I'm walking through the streets, seeing if there's a spot that's like
You're just wandering at this point.
not a quest board, but like a place where people like, kind of like where you pull numbers for like babysitting and all that kind of stuff. See if there's little jobs like that anyone might have.
I don't think there is. This is an RPG.
Well, it is now, motherfucker.
This is an RPG, but this isn't a computer RPG. This is more realistic. Quest boards don't exist.
Where's the help wanted ads?
Did you get your paper?
I don't know.
Look at the classifieds.
I got the paper boy.
I'm sure you did.
He's stuck in the tree.
So what? It would be more realistic for me to go to the inn and listen to see if anyone has like any rumors or you over here.
Or
Any wanted posters around town?
Yeah, gun for hire. I'll do gun for hire.
But first we must invent the gun.
I mean,
my
there are plenty of places around town where you could attempt to try and find some work. And to discover those, you will have to roll a streetwise check
Okay. We will get
to
that.
decide where you think would be like the best area to go and try and find a job.
Okay.
Apparently my thievery is 4.
Congratulations, mine's -2. That's an 11 altogether
Is this okay?
for streetwise.
I'm trying to find out where my freaking. I have no idea. I haven't looked in this book in like ever. Where is my full quest section? There it is. Jeez, thanks.
2 weeks.
The what?
I just said 2 weeks.
Longer than that.
Oh, really?
I
Okay.
don't look at this thing very often.
It's because we're never there.
What kind of jobs are you looking for?
Murder of old women.
Maybe
Talk to Ezra about that.
bodyguard work? Or like caravan protection or something like that?
I thought you didn't want to leave town.
For Travis.
That's a good point. I mean, I just don't know what else like there'd be in town to do. Like maybe, like if someone needs me to just like move stuff, because I'm a giant dragonborn, if they need me to like move stuff at a shop.
Okay. Well.
At this point, I'm literally just like, I'm using it more as a stepping stone, so I can like get to know more people in the town, because hardly anyone really knows us, and I feel like we need to kind of get the word out about who we are.
Okay, so there's always something to carry in this town because Fallcrest is built on a bluff where there's a waterfall.
Right.
So for shipping goods up and down the river, you have to portage them
Right.
around the falls. So there's pretty much always going to be, you know, something to carry from some person's boat to some other person's boat.
Okay.
So you kind of hold on. Okay, so you kind of wander into the key area, as it were, in the upper section. If you are looking at your map, it'll be number 2.
Number 2. Okay.
And you're starting to look around, kind of for, you know, job area, kind of. Go ahead and roll me another streetwise check.
Sure.
Spin me a streetwise check.
That is going to be well over a 20.
Okay. You know that there's actually, like, it's kind of difficult to just do freelance portaging because there's actually a, I wouldn't call it a guild, but I guess you could call it. It's like the Porters Guild.
Okay.
So it's basically there's this dwarf named Barsterman Strongbeard, and he runs this guild that's kind of like they're in charge of everybody who's, you know, the porters who are running goods up and down through the town. It's not really the most pleasant place, and he kind of cracks down on people being porters who aren't in the guild.
Oh, okay.
And
So it wouldn't be wise to.
you could try it. But things have been getting a little bit more and more out of hand with him lately because he's been trying to like extend his reach. He's like not threatening, but like making kind of threats against merchants who are like trying to send their goods over land, not up and down the river. And even like if you're moving goods through town, even not through the river, he's like, no, you need to have us porters carry your goods around town.
So he wants a monopoly.
Yeah. Cool.
Is he small? Or is he tough? Has a bird-like mustache?
Well, he's a dwarf. So is that small enough for you?
Does he have a white mustache? Is he bald?
He's got a white beard. Sure, he can be bald. Thanks for the free market. Go to jail. Go directly to jail and not pass go. Do not collect $200.
He's got to have a monocle too.
Monocles haven't really been a thing.
Existed yet? Yeah, that's fair enough.
Also, he's kind of surly. He has a giant hammer.
I'm actually not going to mess with this man.
Yeah, you can see him. You know him from your gigantic streetwise check. He's just this surly, like, pugilist. And he's just kind of standing there overseeing the unloading of a boat. And you can see that there's, like, some scared halflings on the boat who are like, oh, shit, we better do what these guys want. And you see that they're kind of shelling out some coin to him to keep their stuff safe as he ports, as you see a line of guys carrying goods through the town and heading to the south down the bluffs.
Well, it looks like that's out. So, Ezra.
Ezra, you've been here the whole time. What's your take on the situation?
Where do you think
I
we
finally
should
caught
go?
up to you.
Yes, you met him in the town square.
I think it's best to just let him go.
But do you think there's any other work that we could take in
Oh.
town?
We could look around.
Any decent work that can kind of get the word out about, you know,
I personally don't know of anything, but it's worth a shot if we just kind of scan the town and look. Maybe we can find something that we can do within the town, not get into trouble. And also increase our reputation with everyone in the town, like you were saying earlier. That's not a bad idea, so might as well just keep looking. What say you?
well, you pretty much just reconfirmed everything that I was wanting to do.
Well,
It was
okay,
more
I agree
just,
with you then.
It was more just me asking. It's like I was wondering if you knew of any, you know, had any suggestions of where we could find work.
Oh, no.
You're a wonderful half elf. What a great friend you are.
I don't know. If I don't know, I don't know. Let's go to the
Is there anything particular about the woods right below the castle, the keep, or is it just woods? Is that like a lumber camp or anything? Could I go do some lumbering?
What are we looking at, number 9?
9. Because I'm assuming that's like a bunch of stumps.
It's
9,
just it's mostly just kind of like a thicket that is never cleared. Inside is basically where the castle cemetery is.
Oh, okay.
Although it's pretty heavily overgrown, nobody's really done anything to it for a while.
Mow the yard.
So yeah, it's just kind of where the dead are. So,
I thought maybe there was a lumber camp there that I could go split wood or something.
nah, it's yeah, it's where the cemetery is. You think you've heard that maybe some of the crypts are connected to like the catacombs underneath town, but
Ooh,
I mean,
adventure.
Let's do it.
Would we get in trouble for trespassing into the crypts? Would we?
Sure, we'll find some gangs there.
well, I mean, would be like going into a graveyard now. It's like you wouldn't get in trouble as long as you're not doing anything suspicious.
Right. It's just from what it sounds like it's almost like the mausoleum buildings. Like you'd be going inside the mausoleum buildings and then traversing down into the catacombs.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Well, I mean, who's gonna stop you?
It's not like the dead are gonna rat you out.
Yeah. I mean, unless they're undead, that tends to happen in
Well,
fantasy
that's
settings.
part of what I was hoping is that we get down in the catacombs and maybe there's some undead to kill, or I don't know. I'm a dragonborn that has no direction.
Straight.
That's
Well, I mean, I can't hold your hand.
I know. I'm out of practice though. We haven't done this in 2 weeks.
Don't worry, it happens to everyone.
I'm sorry, this never happens.
Why doesn't Azra give us some insight on what he thinks they should do?
I thought we were gonna go look for work.
Yeah, but what kind of work? And where would you like to go to find such work?
Well, I mean, why don't we just?
What are you good at, Ezra?
Why don't we just walk around? I'm good at healing things.
Yeah, but you could walk around all day and it's not like people are gonna be like, hey, come work for me.
Wait, Cameron, are you dead yet?
Who?
Hey, Zern, are you dead yet?
I'm at the library.
I mean, are you dead?
No, I'm at the library.
So I'm a good healer. Isn't that right?
No.
What do you got to say, Cameron? What do you got to say?
Who?
What do you got to say?
Who?
I'm not talking to Zern, I'm talking to Cameron.
Have you had to re-roll a character?
Yeah!
Like 4 times. Not this session though.
I 1v1 something as a healer. Am I a good healer?
No.
Oh, okay.
Nah, you're better at killing dragons.
Yeah, I killed dragons.
Okay, Mr. Healer, is there any work that we could go get at a place where they, obviously don't have hospitals, but clinics or anything like that? Is there a clinic that we could potentially go work
There's a
at?
mental institution in the middle of town.
The old insane asylum.
Well, I'd probably need to go there after that fateful night.
No, there's not really like a healer in town.
Rip sick people.
They just usually go to the church.
Why don't we start one then?
Yeah, no. I guess they would probably go to the churches for like clerical healings, etc., etc.
Etc.
I'm trying.
I mean, as you, Jake, you suggested that perhaps your characters should walk around town and just look around for things.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something that you would like to do? Just kind of wander
Well,
town?
I'm not going alone.
Well, I mean, I'm saying.
I just don't know how likely it would be that just walking around town, it's not like people are going to walk up to you and just be like, hey, come work for me.
Well, I
I
mean,
mean,
it's
I
not
meant by
that. It's
walking-
just that, like, if you walk around, then maybe you see something interesting going on.
Yeah, I mean walking around and seeing stuff.
It'd be like,
Let's go for a stroll.
Maybe we
like
see a
in-
sign.
Like, I hate using Skyrim analogies, but, like, in Skyrim, like, sometimes you'll be in a town, and then you'll see, like, 2 people arguing, and then one of them will walk away, and you'll go up and talk to the other one and get a quest.
Oh, okay.
So, maybe you could walk around and happen upon something happening.
I see. Well, in that case, that would be fine. So,
Or you could just try to go beat up those guys that robbed Jake.
that is a possibility.
Let's just go do that.
No, I mean,
I
do
want
whatever
to
you want.
fight.
No, or I mean, we are lawful good. It would be nice to kind of put them in their place.
Let's tell. Okay, the guards already told me that they would not do anything. So rip.
All right, then let's just walk through the town from the top to the bottom.
We can incapacitate them.
Wait,
and
from
then
left
turn
or
them in.
right?
Doesn't matter. Just taking the main roads.
Bam, bam, bam,
The highly traveled
bam,
areas.
bam, bam.
So is this literally all we're ever going to see in this house? It's the bedroom.
Yeah, sure. Whoa, hey, don't, like, I might use, like, the rest of that map for something.
So you still want me to just put it in the corner then? Jesus Christ.
Do whatever you want. I mean, I would just, yeah, put it in the corner or something. We'll put it on the bed.
Okay, that works for me. So yeah, I guess we're just walking from the bluffs of the town and then working our way down the major roads into the bottom part of town.
Okay. You don't happen across anything of interest happening in the upper area of town. But when you get into the lower part of town, you get to, like, there's the big market area. First of all, it's a market. Would you like to do some shopping?
What kind of shops are available? Just traditional?
I mean, it's, well, this is basically like merchants
So just
that have,
trinkets and things like
set
that.
up their stalls. I mean, they could have anything. They could have magic weapons.
They can have absolutely nothing.
They could have produce. Just press the pause button and eat like 30 cabbages.
That's tempting. My cabbages! See if we can write D&D's Illuminate upside down.
The cabin salesman from Avatar.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was referencing.
Yeah.
That man lost his cabbages 4 times.
Too many times.
4 times too many.
4 times 2 plus 0.
Yeah, let's just. Do you want to stop at the shops?
I mean, like, what kind of shops do we see?
If you tell me, hey, Dungeon Master, is there X kind of shop around? I will say yes or no.
Well, is there a?
I'm not even here.
Yeah, you're not. Because
Is there a
you
jeweler?
went-
I went to the library.
Is there a jeweler?
Yes. Like someone who works in, like.
Sure.
Like a
there's
magical amulet or like a magical ring.
No. Yes, there's a merchant there with some gemstones on display.
Just gemstones, nothing like
Well,
necklaces or
I mean,
rings?
it's like a jewelry booth.
Okay. I would like to approach personally because I've got a question.
All right.
Can you make this your ring?
No.
I wish to propose to my girlfriend.
I don't have a girlfriend.
But I wish to propose nonetheless.
yet.
He says, "What can I do for you?" And he holds up a necklace. "Can I interest you in this fine piece?"
Not today, sir. I just had a question for you.
"What can I do for you?"
Cool.
Are you familiar with articles of jewelry that pertain to the nobles?
"What kind of nobles do you question me about?"
Specifically the dragonborns.
"Dragonborn nobles. I assume that you mean the ancient Dragonborn Empire of Arcosia. Perhaps I may know a thing or two. Is there an article you are looking to possess?"
Not so much possess as more get your appraisal / opinion on. And at this point I pull the ring out and show it to him.
All right. He starts to reach his hand out and he goes, "May I?"
You may, but please be careful. It is a family heirloom.
All right. He takes it from you and he looks over for a second and then rummages behind his counter for one of those small jeweler's glasses that they put in their eye, and then kind of twists it around to get a good look at it. And he says, "Yes, this does look to be Arcosian. Seems to have been forged a great many years ago by a jeweler of more more skill than I've seen in quite some time. Yes, this is a very, very old and very well done piece of work. Unfortunately, I can't tell you more than that. It doesn't seem to have any insignia that I recognize, although there is this, of course, design that is prominent here that does seem to symbolize a dragonborn house of, I would say, middle standing amongst the nobles. As you can see by the number of dragons flying around, there are 2. If there had been just 1, it would be a lower house, and 3 would be an upper house.
Interesting. Very interesting. Sorry, this is really hard to do upside down.
Why didn't you do it right side up?
Because my brain, I'm tired. I'm running on 3 hours of sleep over the past 2.5 days. My brain was like, yes, draw Illuminati, and I just drew Illuminati, not Illuminators. I thank him for his time, and I tip him. I'm not sure what a good tipping rate.
I know. You could flip him a gold piece, and
Sure.
he'll be completely happy about that. Thank you!
Just
17.
Rip. Oh man, a decent roll from Ezra, and it's not even about anything.
Yeah, I thank him for his time.
Alright,
Take my ring back and go on my way.
Ezra, what are you up to?
Wasn't I with him?
Yeah, I know, but are you looking for something else?
Like, I basically just say to you, I'm going to go talk to that jeweler,
Okay.
and I leave you standing in the middle of the street.
Alright, I am going... What kind of shops? Are there any potion shops around?
And he says, for you, Mr. Dragonborn, I have something interesting for you as well. And he pulls out a cloak, a crimson red cloak.
It's Robin Hood.
Holy
Or sorry, Little Red Riding.
And it looks badass. It's magical and it's trimmed in gold.
I don't want it.
You don't even know what it does.
I don't care. I want it.
For all you know,
You grab Ezra by the neck and go, Arcana, Arcana, Arcana.
Fine. It's like
what is that thing?
From Phantom Hourglass when Linebeck is shaking Link like that.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I'm doing.
There we go.
So one thing you've noticed as you've been kind of shopping around is that like everybody in the market is doing market business. They're either selling or buying or walking to and from stalls, etc. But there is kind of off to the side, there is a group of dwarves who are just kind of like they're huddled around in like small groups. And like Fallcrest is a relatively safe place where people feel, you know, secure at night, not worrying about getting their throats cut while they're sleeping. But these dwarves just look really tired and really anxious, and you know they're not really. They definitely don't look like they live here. And none of them look like they're soldiers. They all look to be like civilianly dressed, etc. And
Can we tell if they're... I mean, obviously you said they're tired, they're probably exhausted, they've traveled a long way. Is there...
Oh shit, this is gonna alter all my spells. I have +2 to all my damage for spells because of my 2 new weapons.
Yeah, which is, I mean, before we meet next time, we'll probably have new sheets printed out for you.
Yeah.
But yes, for right now, remember +2 to all your damage and attack and defense. I mean, attack and damage.
Is there any way to know, like, if there's been issues with, like, refugees moving or anything like that? Or am I just gonna have to ask him?
I would say if you want to think about that, about if you've been hearing things about refugees moving out, would you guys call that history? I mean, it's not really history because it's like he's thinking about something that's current, or streetwise, something that's going on now. Which one would you guys
Since
think?
it has to do with the coming and going of like things around town, I would say streetwise.
Okay, roll a streetwise check. Man, we've been using Streetwise so much today, which is one of our like least used skills.
There you go. Where are my arrows?
Thievery is used quite often, unknowingly.
I bet that Dylan has stolen lots of shit from you guys while you weren't looking.
Day 24.
Okay. No, to your knowledge, there hasn't been like a big crisis anywhere
Okay.
that you know of that would cause like an influx of refugees. And this is definitely a lot of dwarves. There's a crowd.
Okay.
But what draws your eye are these 4 ornately clothed elder dwarves, old dwarves, and they're all consulting with a black bearded dwarf who's a lot younger, who's wearing a silver crown. It's a simple crown, but it is a crown.
Can I do a history check to see if I recognize that from like either paintings or books or?
Sure.
Because I feel like crowns are passed down.
I mean, you did just leave the library. Pouring through.
He's in research mode.
25.
Okay. The crown is simple enough that you don't think that it itself bears any like significance to.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like a specific crown.
Yeah, it's not.
It looks more like a station article. Like it's like.
It's like a coming and going crown, not like the king crown type thing.
No, yeah. Like this isn't his Sunday best crown. This is his, weekday crown.
Gotcha.
When nobody has to see him.
But I still want to wear a crown because hashtag.
Yeah. Hashtag selfie with the prince.
Gotcha.
I hope I forget that in the morning.
And one of the elders kind of notices you guys eyeing them, and he points you out to the crown wearer. He's like, "No!" You see a mouth dragon born.
It's rude to point!
It's kind of hard to hide a 6 foot something
I mean, you guys go around
brick wall.
like you go around wearing your armor. You just do.
Yeah.
Because that's how you were brought up and trained.
what we
You're
do.
always ready. And I mean, you always do because you're just wearing your normal clothes.
Lazy ass.
I wear my pajamas.
Your flame burst long johns.
Dude, tell me there's a spell where the flames come to life off of his pants and lash out his whips or something.
Boxer shorts of protection.
I don't need any protection.
Okay, so they notice us.
And the crown wearer starts moving towards you.
Quick hide!
How does he approach us?
I kind of step behind.
He's
him.
walking towards you with intent, like he's going to come up and talk to you.
Okay.
We await him.
Yep.
Magic missile at the ready.
Magic missile at the ready.
Run!
Zoran starts testing out his new wand, flicking skills, like flick, flick, flick. Fire shout, oops, I just incinerated everyone in the square.
No, it's only each enemy. I made sure I picked the right skill.
Remember, kids, don't forget to flick and swish the shit out of them.
Like this.
Flick
Switch it! Flick. Alright, he walks up to you. Greetings, friends. I am Rangrim, son of Thorville, son of Thane Harvak of Glintshield. We have come from Stonefang Pass and seek those who can free our birthright and our clan from evil. I hope you can help. Y'all look adventurous.
Leader.
Think of something to say.
He's
Pause.
awestruck.
What is
Pause
it
the
exactly?
game and think.
What is it exactly you need us to do?
You just told us.
I mean, more details.
I really shouldn't have put candy in my mouth right before we were going to do this.
You should be used to putting things in your mouth.
Oh, so he says, well, the clan has been isolated in the Ironwall Mountains since a devastating civil war a century ago. Only recently we've grown strong enough to rejoin the wider world by re-establishing Stonefang Pass, which is a tunnel through the mountains that has been closed since the war. We were beginning to rebuild a citadel on the far side of the pass when the Severed Eyes, a tribe of orcs, attacked us.
Tribe of orcs.
The Thane ordered me to escort all of their civilians through the pass when the battle began to turn against us. So we're looking for brave adventurers to rout or kill the orcs and survive any of our surviving members of the clan.
Oh, so they're a clan now.
They'd always been the plan.
As always, the Illuminators will be at your service.
We shall be the guiding light.
It's really late. I'm running out of ideas of what to say. Basically, I just tell him that we will be happy to take on the job. Maybe first I should speak with my comrades. Hey, Crivador.
What?
Have you been listening?
Yes.
What do you think of all of this?
I want an adventure.
Oh, okay.
It's
Well, that's
been
good
too
enough.
long since I've had a good adventure.
Well, that's good enough for me. Well, we are in fact looking for work. Once we get things settled here within the city, we will be happy to take on the job.
We need eventually to go back to Plunder's Spire.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things we still need to do.
It's an open world.
It's like Skyrim, we keep getting distracted every 2 seconds.
It's like Fallout. Right, yeah, I said basically I'd say we'll be happy to take on the job. Whenever,
You are literally not going to ask him anything else.
what do you mean? I mean, like, where
do we need to go?
How do we get there? What's the reward?
I thought that was going to lead into that, but I guess I'll ask.
No, I'm just like, you don't want any other information. You're just like, we'll take the job.
Well, I mean, I thought the conversation was going to eventually lead into that, but I guess.
Well, I don't know. I mean, you sounded like you were wrapping up the conversation. You're like, yeah, well, I'll be, but I need to go talk to my friends. So, yeah, that's...
No, I was asking them what they thought, and then I
Oh.
went back to him.
Then what do they think?
Where exactly are we going? What would be the reward for such a daring?
Of course, the reward.
Stonefang passes to the northeast of here. Sorry, northwest. 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 It was dug and built by giants in ages past. Our clan claimed it from them long ago and made it a major trade route through the area. It's too bad that things had to turn out this way. You asked about a reward. Well, I can guarantee you a king's ransom.
We'll take the job.
Did you say northwest or southwest?
Northwest.
East. Alright. Basically, were there any leaders among these orcs that you know of? Any particular targets you had in mind besides just?
Do you have any idea?
No, I was a bit preoccupied with directing all of the non-combatants out of the city. I was a bit tied up to encounter orcs.
So you said this is your city?
Well, we were in the process of building the citadel.
Do you know of any back entrances that might lead us into the city unnoticed?
Only if you're willing to go all the way around the mountains. The pass is the only way through.
We'll pass on that. We'll go all the way.
Over the river, through the woods, over the pass we go.
But it is going to be... There's a snag. The pass is sealed by a massive stone slab that I released to block the pursuing orcs against us. To get to the orcs and any of our surviving clan members, the slab must be raised. There's a gatehouse near it, and there must be some mechanical means within it to raise the slab, but I don't know for certain.
Return the slab.
That's old. Current technology, don't look old.
Okay. We'll be sure to look for that, as well as any leaders of the orcs that may be able.
Do you have
that
any
may
idea
be,
of the numbers that we may be facing?
Um. He says, I can't tell you exact numbers. Before the orcs attacked, we numbered about 150 strong, but they had superior numbers. That's all I can tell you. I have no idea how many orcs or dwarves remain after the battle.
We'll be sure to find and return any survivors that we come across.
How the hell are we gonna beat more than 150 orcs?
They're not going to be there all at once.
You don't know.
We're going to take them out a little bit at a time.
Fair enough.
As long as we believe in Bahamut, anything is possible.
God damn you. You Mormons.
Is there anything else you guys want to ask him? Any other information that we might be missing?
I'm technically not there.
Crividor. Crividor.
What?
Is there anything else you want to ask him?
Let's go with no because I kind of zoned out that. I'm sorry, Kyle. I zoned out during that whole like, who are we fighting and all that. So I'm just gonna leave that up to you. And you can
He's suffering from Fallout 4.
Last 2.5 days I've got about 3 hours of sleep.
Nice.
It's
All right.
bad.
It's awesome.
I
Well,
missed
will you be
2
staying within the
classes.
city at
Yeah,
all?
I was late for work today.
Well, we don't have anywhere else to go.
My apologies. I just quoted Anduin. I just quoted Anduin. My apologies. Okay.
We attempted to stay in a small town called Winterhaven, but they just weren't up to the task of taking so many refugees, so I had to come here.
Ah.
We are thinking about traveling west to east, rather. Damn, I keep getting my
West.
freaking shit mixed up. East to Hammerfest, but not anytime soon.
If we have any more questions, might you grant us permission to come and find you again?
Aye. We've made up camp on the, I got it right this time, west side of the river. So you can come and find us whenever you need.
You said their camp was at the east side of the river?
West side.
West side.
I said west. I know I said west.
West side.
I felt like a leaf. What are you doing? Oh, that.
Oh, right.
Kitchen sleep here, man.
We will be happy to take on this job of yours. We will leave no orcs alive.
No.
As long as they don't run like goblins.
Anything else, you guys? Anything else? Nope. Nope. We thank you for this opportunity to present us with work.
It makes it sound like we're... Okay. Quest obtained.
And he's like, here. And he pulls a ring off of his finger that has a ruby set into it and says, this may be enough to buy you supplies for your journey. And I will give you another reward once you come back with news of the pass being reopened and the orcs slain.
How kind of you.
Think of it as a down payment.
Ah. We thank you for your generosity. All right, so can I like check that? Can I like roll a check and see how much that'd be worth?
Sure.
The ring?
Streetwise.
Streetwise. What is my streetwise? What is my streetwise? A 5, so that's a total of 16.
It's worth about 200 gold. It's not a lot, but it's a
something.
decent sum.
It's something.
It's something.
I'll put. Again, we thank you for your generosity.
Off we go into the sunset.
We will report to you when the deed is done.
Okay. So you're leaving him?
If nobody else has anything else to say, yes. And we will, next time we will, or I mean like, if we have any other questions, we'll go find them, I guess.
Okay. Thank you for showing up, Tetsu. What are you doing at the blacksmith?
Yes. I'm returning the dragonhide armor.
Oh, right. So you walk in, he says, "Good to see ya."
He was playing
Oh,
footsie with me.
is that the dragon hide?
It is.
Awesome!
He was playing footsie with me.
So I mean,
That was fast.
well, it turns out we actually already have attained it beforehand.
Interesting.
As it turns out, dragons are quite easy to find and kill.
Well,
Already.
I guess it's lucky then. He kind of puts the armor aside. Well, thank you. Obviously, it's going to take a while still for the dagger to be done, but feel free to come check back again in 5 to 7 days.
Wait, are those business days or?
Yes. Yes.
All right. Just take your time. I don't mind.
Weekends or holidays?
Well, he shuts down shop early on Friday, and we ordered on Friday, so he's got the whole weekend off, plus the rest of, and then there's a holiday, if I'm not mistaken, on Monday and Tuesday.
And then they have church on Wednesday.
Yeah, church on Wednesday.
And then because he's a dwarf, he also observes the holiday on Thursday and Friday. So.
But you gotta save Fridays for drinking night with your buddies.
Exactly.
So-
And since he is a dwarf, we know he's not going to be awake until at least Tuesday.
They're gonna say like 2 of these. Skip the whole day. Alright.
Alrighty then. Maybe next time we'll actually get some fighting done.
Oh, we will.
Let's go cool later.
Do we do an experience for completing our quest that we technically already did? Kinda, in a way, sort of.
Sure.
Krivador gets negative XP.
These
for
three
not
get 100
realizing.
and you get 50 because they actually defeated the dragon.
I did all the work.
Experience?
Yay. We get 100 experience. Sweet. We need pretty much 350 more XP.
Nice.
Wait, what are we having?
100. Alrighty then. Go ahead. I'll close it up.
Alright. Unless Tetsu wants to do some shopping.
Sure.
Yay! More shopping!
It's been a shopping day, by the way.
Alrighty.
Alright, pleasure doing business with you.
Pleasure doing business. I'm sure I'll be back.
I'm already back.
Alright, so you guys all return to the Illuminators room.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, so one final thing before we stop. You guys get back into the shop and
What's missing this time?
Krivador goes to inspect his javelins and they are all muddy and dirty.
I beg your pardon.
They are muddy and dirty.
Like, the whole things, or the tips, or the...
The entire body of the javelin
I beg
just
your pardon.
looks like they got dipped in mud.
Get destroyed.
Going to bed.
Who touched my javelins?
It was the ghost.
Who touched Sasha? Who touched my gun?
I take it it's safe to assume the
buggle.
Boggle did this.
It may be safe to assume that.
Do I have to do an Arcana check to see if there's been any more?
Sure, if you want to. You know what to look for.
Is
now,
there anything
so-
off about the, like, does it... I mean, is there anything...
Don't
It's,
roll.
it's not like a dirt floor,
Is
is
it don't roll a 1.
Okay.
Because we're in the back room. It's not like we're
I
in the
rolled
dirt
a
floor, is it?
16.
You're good. Yeah, it's the bottle.
Yeah, it was the boggle.
Okay.
Doesn't this just boggle your mind how this keeps happening?
I take a rag and proceed to polish them one by one.
Okay.
He polishes his javelin.
Yep.
Javelins.
His predator missiles. That's basically what they are.
I do plan on getting that eventually. The ones that explode in AoE.
Yeah.
I do want to get those eventually.
I mean, you probably won't be able to get multiples for a while, but you'll get one.
Yeah.
It's the special one. You should just get like, oh man, can you imagine having like a bunch of different kinds of javelins that do different things? You'd be like Hawkeye, but with javelins.
That'd be insane.
Let me just look at the.
Why couldn't you be an archer? Question into archery.
The quiver for that would be like this big around to hold all of the different
It's like a
javelins.
drum.
Pretty much. Just
And
a
you're
drum
just
on my
walking
back.
around, and then there's combat, and you just like flip the lid off.
And you just like whistle, and it's like a Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, because you could have one that like explodes in fire, one that explodes in like force damage.
That's insane. I want all of these.
The collector of all the javelins.
Pretty much.
Which javelin do you throw? Ooh.
The one that makes them all explode.
The one that pushes them off the cliff.
The one that kills the dragons.
The
The Dragon Slayer javelin.
Dragon Slayer.
I will be back for that dagger. I will be back for it.
Ooh, whoa. Oh yeah. You should get a phasing javelin.
The one that goes through
The one
obstacles.
that goes through walls and shit to hit things.
You'd have to be able to see on the other side.
How much is it? Like 3,200? Not 3,200. 32,000 gold.
21,000.
Oh, close enough.
I couldn't afford that.
No.
I could see there's like.
How much are rings? Like 10,000 gold?
The cheapest ring is like 20,000.
Oh, sweet.
You're just like looking at the walls like.
No, rings are high level shit in Dungeons and Dragons.
Apparently.
Yeah, like the lowest level ring is like the one ring. All right, you guys can help me clean all this up.
You guys made a fucking mess.
Well, my grandmother told us to eat all of the candy. We tried.
I got a headache in the process.
Fine.
What a great another session of no combat.